Good morning, Cleveland. Hello, world. This is Whitney Trubisky from Witness This Life, and today I'm going to be talking about dividend income, because I know I talked a little bit about it in the last video, but I figured I'd get into a little more specifics, and again, this time I'm going to be doing my makeup while I talk to you, because I just feel more comfortable doing it that way. And as you can tell, I already did my eyebrows, because last time they were a little bit of a disaster. So, anyway, on to the dividend income. There are two types, technically. There is qualified and non-qualified. I'm sorry, not unqualified. The qualified kind of meets IRS qualifications for lower tax rates, but like the downside to, or the con to those, is that they have to be U.S. corporations like McDonald's, Coca-Cola, that kind of thing. It cannot be, who is it? Like USB, I guess, is English, maybe. Yeah, or anybody else foreign. In order to receive an income from that stock, you have to hold, I have to read this because it's very specific. You must have the stock for 60 days during a 121-day period beginning 60 days post-dividend date. Ooh, a lot of numbers. Technically, you have to have the stock 60 days before the cutoff date when the company decides to give a dividend. Yeah, it was a lot. Even I was like, what? So I stopped to read that. Anyway, where's my palette? And the second type of dividend income is that there's a non-qualified, which means it does not meet IRS qualifications, and it is you get taxed on that based on your personal income. Let's see, there's kind of there's four types of dividends that aren't cash based. The first is like a return on capital, which is a repayment of some of your investment, which is the cash, I guess. There's the capital gains distribution, which, you know, if a company gets capital gains, it's passed on to you. There's a spin-off, which means it could spin off ownership interest through a stock dividend. And then there's just stock dividends where they're just like, hey, we're going to give you more stock instead of actually giving you any cash. It's going to be like, well. And it gets into kind of murky waters, honestly, about like where, like if there's like a stock split kind of thing, obviously, because you still get a dividend off that, but you don't get the dividend that you think you're going to get. It's not like you're getting 4 times the dividend, you're actually getting a quarter of the dividend. Yeah. Little murky there. But as far as like an income goes, the IRS does see everything as taxable. I mean, it's taxed at the corporation level and then it's taxed to you, so it's double taxed. Woo. So again, you're not going to be getting as much as you think you're going to get. And dividends are really kind of dispersed to shareholders, so they aren't an expense on the company. So the company doesn't get triple taxed. You just get taxed. It's fun. Fun times. And are dividends taxed? Yeah, I mean, obviously everything's taxed these days. But there is a caveat, to be honest. If you have a 529 plan for yourself, for your kids, grandkids, what have you, like for their college, which I think I talked about. Yeah, I talked about 529 plans in another video. Those gains are not taxed. But also, another thing that is not taxed is oh crap, I messed up. Any retirement accounts. Retirement accounts are not taxed. Woohoo! So if you have an IRA, or any kind of retirement plan in that aspect, you are exempt from taxes. Which, yay! Oh, I can't get this out. There we go. All right, perfect. But yeah, that is essentially dividend income. I don't know if I mentioned it in the other video last week. I kind of reviewed it. I didn't really hear anything about it. But, you know, just be careful and don't choose a stock because of its dividend. I have found in my studies that should you choose a dividend based on its dividend yield, that it might not be as much as you think it might be. Like, you know, it'd be great to have like 8%, you know, obviously that means that the stock's actually kind of in trouble, because like anything above 6, stock's in trouble. And, you know, just kind of being, there. You know, if you ever kind of run into that, you know, just kind of, you know, be wary, but also, you know, like sometimes like an 8% dividend yield, like it won't be like, it'll be like $1.50. Whereas like, you know, somebody else that has like a 3%, you know, and it's, you know, a lower price per share, you know, you'll get a better, you know, you'll get like $3-4. So anyway, just wanted to do that. Thank you for joining me as I do my makeup, and I will see you all next week.